courage and honor. I hear you murmur these words in the mist. In their wake, I hear your hearts beat harder with false conviction. Seeking to convince yourselves that a brave death has meaning. There is no courage to be found here, my nephews. No honor to be had. Your souls will join the trillion others in the mist, shrieking uselessly into eternity, weeping for the empire you could not save. To the unfaithful, I bring holy plagues ripe with enlightenment. To the devout, I bring the blessing of immortality through the kiss of sacred rot. And to you, newborn sons of Gilliman, to you, flesh-crafted puppets of a failing Imperium, I bring the holiest gift of all. Silence.
What is up, guys? Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
and we're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question about Warhammer 40K that you guys would like to ask us, please comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. This time around, though, it's a little something special. Like you saw, the new trailer for the Mortarion model came out, and it is absolutely awesome. You get to hear the voice of Mortarion. You get to see him in his little winged glory, and it's pretty badass.
Yeah, the little story is pretty cool because it shows the Primaris Marine just by himself. Why he's by himself, I don't know. But the Plague Marines just come in there all disgusting, ripping open their stomachs and flies come out, so
Gross. But that's really exciting. So September 9th?
9th is pre-order, and then obviously it'll come out the week after that.
One thing I did notice is, once again, it's like GW is saying these newborn Space Marines will be at some point corrupted. For right now, he says that Mortarion's gift to them is silence, meaning death, but after a while I'm pretty sure he will corrupt and bring immortality to these Primaris Marines. Comment down below what you guys think.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the trailer? If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go watch it. It's on the Warhammer 40K channel. We've got it on our Facebook page, so check it out.
Yes. Next question, or the first question.
First question we have is by the homie. That is way too loud. Shower Babies. Does the internet exist in Warhammer 40K? And if it does, what memes do they have?
They have the dankest memes in all of memeness. A lot of My Little Pony. Yeah. Yep. That's probably my favorite meme of Warhammer 40K, the My Little Pony one, and then the one where you have the commander on the tank.
Oh, he's like,
bring me closer, so I can hit him with my sword. Next question comes from Pickle Rick.
Oh!
If Rick and Morty would travel to the 40K universe, would it be great adventures or Morty acting as normally and freaking out? And what you guys think Rick would do when meeting Slaanesh demons? So Rick is like a super intelligent being. So if anything, he would meet Slaanesh. He would get his way from Slaanesh like he did with Unity.
Oh, yeah.
And then he would ally with Tzeentch.
I can see that happening.
And then Morty would just freak out.
Yeah.
Or like in the episode where they're in the Death World and like he gets that giant arm. Like maybe Morty, because he is a kid, he'll turn into a Space Marine.
That'd be pretty interesting.
A Morty Space Marine. That'd be pretty badass.
Or they just go to Nurgle and they'd be like toxic Rick and Morty.
Yeah, toxic Rick and Morty. Next question.
This one's by Matt Guy 1000. Could Skaven make its way into 40k through Nurgle? Or maybe even Gene Stealer cults? Thanks, you guys are the best.
Not Gene Stealer cults, I don't think. Back in the day, Tyranids actually had a slave race. So that's what I think when I think Skaven and I think Tyranids. Like, Tyranids would use Skaven as a means of, like, throwing them into a world, infesting that world with, like, Tyranid whatever. Back in the day, they had these things called Zotes, I think.
I believe that's what they were called.
And they were slaves to the Tyranids, and the Tyranids would use them as their infantry, kind of. But they got rid of that because it takes away from the lore of the Tyranids. The Tyranids are supposed to be the apex predator. They're supposed to be the best of the best. They don't need Skaven. Or anything.
Yeah, Zotes for that matter.
Yeah. And Skaven would be really good for Nurgle.
I could see that happening, but will it? Probably not.
Especially now with the Plague Marines. Like, you have Plague Marines. What would you rather collect? A rat or a Plague Marine?
How about a street shark?
A street shark, there you go.
The ones that ride the red motorcycles.
Yes. Next question.
Genio Matherly. If Khorne has a throne of skulls, what would the thrones of all the other Chaos Gods be? I think we answered this before, but we'll answer it again.
Slaanesh, it's a throne of dildos. Nurgle.
Throne of, like, vomit, flies.
Green eggs and ham.
Oh, yeah.
And then Tzeentch would be that spinning chair from The Ring.
Oh, definitely. It's got to be upside down.
And then Khorne is Khorne.
Khorne, yeah. Corn on the cob, that is.
There you go. Next question.
Bruva Michael. Do Battle Sisters have showers together? It's for research.
Yes. Michael Bison 444. One Mind Syndicate. You ever come across tabletop stats for an unarmored Space Marine? I'm thinking about a Jungle Death World chapter of Catachan-like Space Marines. Use the Scouts.
Yeah, Scouts are good, because they got very light armor, so... That's a cool theory, or a cool concept of it.
You could really do it now with the Reavers. And Catachan, like, there's already a jungle. Oh, the Mantis Warriors.
Yeah, there you go.
They're a really good jungle fighting chapter. Next question comes from Roberto Pompa. How would a Predator from the Alien versus Predator movies fit in Warhammer 40K?
That'd be pretty cool, but I don't think he's a threat to them.
Yeah, because 40K is about armies. Predator is more of like a standalone guy, so he'll be really good in Rogue Trader.
I mean, you could see him going up against the Catachan fighters. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's basically the same movie as a Predator, but yeah.
It wasn't... What did I say? I said the wrong thing.
What?
I can't remember now. Shit. Alright. Next question.
This one is by Imperator Crispico. Is Gilliman Reborn actually just Omegon wearing a mask? Standing on squats.
We're all Omegon.
Standing on squats.
There. Callum Lowry. What is the 40K economy like? Is it semi-communist for agri-worlds, food to give worlds? Or are they paid? Loving the stuff recently, and do you think that... well, let's answer the first one. So what's the economy like? It's your typical, like, totalitarian regime. Kind of like communism, kind of like fascism.
It's kind of a mix of, like, everything if you think about it, because, like, yeah, you got these agri-worlds and you have to pay tithes and whatnot, but at the same time, you've got, like, dictators in the form of planetary governors and whatnot, so...
Yeah, it gets complicated because you throw in pleasure worlds, you throw in forge worlds. Are they forge worlds? Yeah, forge worlds. So it's not one set economy. Next question. Oh, he has more. Loving the stuff recently, and do you think that the Death Watch would be confused by the Xeno Alliance?
Oh,
what Xeno's Alliance?
So basically, the whole resurrection of Gilliman, they were allying with the Eldar. Death Watch is, Xeno-specific kill squads.
Yeah, I think they would be like, whoa, what the fuck? But at the same time, there's so little Death Watch.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then even though the Death Watch are beasts and everything, their say in the greater scheme of the Adeptus Astartes is very, very small. Just like in Game of Thrones. Nobody from, like, what was it? Who was Jon Snow?
The Lord Commander?
Yeah, like the Lord Commander doesn't really have much to say when it comes to the kings of
Like
Westeros.
Westeros, yeah.
Yep. Next question.
This one is by Goochman. No, that's not really a question, so... He's just, like, agreeing with us.
Okay, I have a question from Ralph777. Are there still remains of Interrex or other advanced human civilizations with high technology existing in 40K, which is separate from the Imperium? I believe so. Not that I can... Or... Let me think.
Would the Cabal count? Because they do have some human people there.
Yeah, kinda. The Cabal still exist.
John Grammaticus up in there.
Yeah, so there is, but they don't play as big of a role as we would like. Yeah. Next question.
Anonym K. Can you answer this question? Yes. Next. No. The Emperor created 20 Primarchs. How come it's possible that Alfarius has a twin brother? Wouldn't that make it 21 Primarchs? Keep up the good work. Greetings from Poland.
Yeah, what is the response to that? I forget.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think the thing is, like, nobody really knew there was another.
Yeah, I don't even think the Emperor knew that there's two.
Yeah, because even the whole lore or the history behind Alfarius or the whole Alpha Legion, it's kind of convoluted. There's a whole bunch of theories, but what's actually right, we don't know. Definitely recommend checking out our 40 facts on Alfarius and Omegon, because I talk about 2 or 3 different theories there. So.
Yep. Aviation Universe. He asks, do you like Ultramarines? Because you have room color, same of Ultramarines. The room is not blue. Next question.
A. Wolfenstein. Are there any other Space Marine chapters besides the Space Wolves that use beasts?
Yeah, the White Scars use what are those
the
things
Falcons.
called? Yeah, the
the
Falcons.
Cyber Falcons.
Yep. What else? Salamanders use salamanders.
Drakes.
Drakes, that's what they're called. What else? I think that's all I can think of right now.
Wasn't there I want to say it's like the Iron Snakes or something like that. They have like Kraken and shit. But that's only if they're fighting on their world. They can like summon up Krakens or something.
Oh yeah. I can't remember which chapter it was, but yeah. And they're like themed towards like Greek mythology.
Right.
Next question.
To release is to resolve. Can he ever go a Q&A video without yawning? Gersh 1, that is. That's your answer.
Does it make you yawn? Marco Delgado. If the Chaos Gods fused together, would they make the Emperor? No.
It'd probably be like the anti-Emperor.
Right, because 2 wrongs do not make a right.
And that's 4 wrongs.
Yeah.
So I guess technically that...
Still doesn't make it right. Max, can Imperium somehow upgrade Gilliman to the level of half or third of the Emperor's power? No.
Yeah, Primarchs, I don't think no matter what they do, can ever amount to being as powerful as the Emperor, even Demon Primarchs.
Right. Next question.
Perno Pash. If all the orcs combined with the Tyranids, if all the orcs combined and all the Tyranids combined, who would win?
It would be a stalemate. It would just be like the Tyranids getting stronger while the orcs get stronger. Even though in one of the like 50K novel thingies, or like fan-made things, the Tau actually empowered the orcs to destroy the Tyranids, which is pretty cool. I don't know how, but they did. Yeah. Next question comes from Stop Players. What was the near the right bottom corner of the video? What was that near the right bottom corner of the video?
Oh, that was the one of the giveaway boxes, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
All Might, what's your favorite pizza? Whew.
I like going to Illuminati's, and I like getting the spinach, sausage, and jalapeno. It's a deep dish pizza, though. What about you?
I'd say it's a tie between Rosati's Double Dough Pizza or Pizza Hut's Thin Crust Veggie Lover.
I heard that if you get a thin crust veggie lover or veggie pizza anywhere, it's probably the best pizza that you could ever have. Like, it just tastes really good because of all the combination of like the bread and all that good stuff. Have you ever had one from Domino's?
I've never even gone. I've gone to Domino's once, and that was when we were just like vacationing out in Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, I was there, wasn't I?
I think you were. That was long as time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was the only time I've had Domino's.
Domino's is really good. Next question comes from Josh Partridge. Who is the most powerful loyal psyker alive? Currently, who would you say?
Tigurius, the Ultramarine dude. And that's like just barely to...
Gilliman?
No, Gilliman's not a psyker.
Gilliman's a psyker? He has to be. He's a Primarch.
Yeah, not all Primarchs are psychers.
Oh, I thought they were. So, to who?
I was going to say, he probably comes in second to Mephiston.
Mephiston. Alright.
But I have to go with Tigurius. Because he's an Ultramarine, and they get all the plot armor.
Last question. Well, I have a question from Memes Required. Biker Mice from Mars was the shit. Yes, it was. Which was your favorite? Mine was the one with the antennas.
He had antennas. Oh, he did. He did. I'd probably say the one that usually is to the left of the antenna guy.
Is that the one that had like this side of his face like destroyed or something?
All fucked up, yeah.
He says mine was the one with the red bike.
They all have red bikes.
Or I thought they were gray, but yeah. And those were the questions for this week. Thank you for sending those questions our way. If you guys have more questions to ask us, comment down below.
Yeah. Could be about anything. 40K, 30K, 20K, 1K, 24 karat magic, whatever. As always, if we didn't answer your question, keep on commenting it. We will get to it sometime because we do this 3 times a week. And yeah, that's all we got.
Gershwin.
Sound Alchemist, signing out.